Hey everybody, welcome to lecture 4. I'm going to start off by reviewing something from the tail end of lecture 3 and something that we worked on a little bit in yesterday's class, and it has to do with systems of conditions or system conditions. And I want to define it a little bit more precisely than I did in the last lecture. So here we go. Given simple statements, propositions, P, Q, and R. So P, Q, and R are simple statements. And compound statements, A, B, C, and D. Maybe we have that many. Maybe we only have A and B, or A, B, and C. But we have compound statements, A, B, C, maybe D. And these compound statements are made up of the simple statements P, Q, and R. A system of conditions is just the set of compound statements A, B, C, and D. So in other words, we're referring to the statements A, B, C, and D as conditions in this context. So we have a system of conditions. These conditions, A, B, C, and D, are just compound statements made up of the simple statements P, Q, and R. So a system of conditions is just the set of compound statements A, B, C, D. And they're called conditions in this context. So the conditions are compound statements. Now, consistency and inconsistency. The system of conditions is inconsistent exactly when the conjunction of the statements A, B, C, and D is false for all possible combinations of truth values of P, Q, and R. In other words, no matter what P is, true or false, no matter what Q is, true or false, no matter what R is, true or false, this conjunction is going to be false. So if the conjunction of our conditions, A, B, C, and D, is false, no matter what the truth values of P, Q, and R are, then this statement is inconsistent. In other words, it's never, ever, ever true. Now, when is it consistent? In order to be consistent, does it have to be true for every single combination of truth values of P, Q, and R? Nope. In order for this system to be consistent, the conjunction of statements A, B, C, and D has to be true for at least one combination of truth values of P, Q, and R. So in other words, the conjunction of A, B, C, and D is true for at least one set of truth values of P, Q, and R. Now, let's see. P, Q, and R, those are 3 simple statements, which means there are 8 possible combinations of truth values for P, Q, and R. All it takes for this system of conditions to be consistent is for the conjunction of A, B, C, and D to be true for one of those 8 combinations of truth values of P, Q, and R. If this system is true, or if this conjunction is true for one set of truth values, P, Q, and R, and it's false for all the others, the system is still consistent. As long as this conjunction is true for at least one set of truth values, P, Q, and R, this system is consistent. It's inconsistent when this conjunction is false all the time. No matter what P, Q, and R are, this thing's going to be false. It's inconsistent. It's never true. Now, having said that, let's look at least one example and work through it, okay?